Hey guys, it's Dustin with Roofing Solutions here, and today we're diving into one of the most important skills in sales, and that's handling objections. Every homeowner has questions, concerns, or hesitations. That's pretty much natural, but the way you respond, your confidence, your empathy, your professionalism, that's what turns hesitation into a handshake. Over the next few minutes, we're going to talk about some of the most common objections you'll hear in the roofing sales, and we'll show you exactly how you want to handle each one with clarity and confidence. Let's get started. So the first objection we have is the big one. It's that price objection. You know, your customer may come to you and say, your price is higher than the other quotes that I have. Basically, what you want to do is come back with your response. You know, I completely understand that. You'll always find somebody that's going to be cheaper, but cheaper rarely means better. You know, at Roofing Solutions, we don't chase. I don't want to be the lowest bid. We focus on long-term value, certified materials, and professional crews. And you're also getting that full workmanship warranty that protects you for years to come. You know, we always say you're not buying shingles, you're buying an entire roofing system, and you're also buying peace of mind. You know, this response works because it reframes the conversation. You know, we're not arguing about dollars, we're talking about value. Homeowners often compare quotes like they're comparing the same product, and most of the time they're not. When you slow down and you explain what that price includes, the craftsmanship, the warranty, the reputation, you earn respect, not resistance. All right, next up, the insurance objection. That whole insurance hesitation. You know, the customer comes to you and they say, look, we're just going to wait and see what insurance says. You can always come back with a response. That makes sense. But here's something most people don't realize. Your insurance adjuster isn't a roofer. Their job is to assess, not to replace. Our job is to inspect, document, and advocate for you. And by having us involved early, you make sure your claim is complete and that your coverage is accurate. You don't have to wait. We can help you start that process today. The key here is positioning yourself as a partner, not as a salesperson. You're showing them that Roofing Solutions understands both roofing and insurance, and that's powerful. You're not pushing for a sale. You're offering expertise that helps the homeowner avoid costly mistakes, and this is going to build instant credibility and trust. Next up, objection number 3, I need to think about it objection. Now let's talk about the classic stall the customer may hit you with. I just need to think about it a little bit more. As a salesman, you should respond, absolutely. It's a big decision and you should think it through. Can I ask, what part are you still thinking over? Usually when someone says that, it's about one of 3 things: cost, trust, or timing. Let's talk through whichever one it is so that I can help you feel confident moving forward. As a salesman, you want to push that. This is about uncovering the real objection. I need to think about it usually means I'm not ready yet. Your job is to gently guide the conversation to what's really holding them back. Ask permission to understand, listen carefully, and never rush it. This shows respect, and it often reopens the door to the real issue. Objection number 4, the competing estimate objection. Next, when the homeowner is collecting multiple bids, this is typically when this comes up. The homeowner will come to you, hey, I'm getting a few more quotes before I decide, just to let you know. Your response should be, that's a smart move. You absolutely should. Just make sure you're comparing apples to apples. Look at the material grade, the warranty length, the crew certifications. In case you didn't know, we're a platinum preferred contractor with Owens Corning, a certification that only 1% of roofers can obtain. That means manufacturer-backed installation with top-tier quality control. You know, when you compare true value, you'll see why our customers stick with us. This is a huge one. It's all about confidence. Never sound defensive about competition. Sound proud. Don't shy from competition. You're inviting comparison because you know your product, process, and warranty stand out. That tone of calm authority builds trust fast. Next up, number 5, can you just patch it for me objection. Let's move to the quick fix crowd. A lot of times customer will say, can't you just patch the damaged area instead of replacing the whole roof? As a salesman, you should respond, we could patch it. Absolutely no problem. But that's like putting a Band-Aid on a cracked foundation. If the rest of the system's failing, a patch just delays the inevitable. We don't want you spending money twice. Our goal is to fix it once, fix it right, and make sure you don't have to call another roofer for a long time. Here you're using a relatable analogy, something simple that makes sense to any homeowner. Band-Aid on a foundation paints the picture perfectly. Always use everyday comparisons. It helps people visualize why cheap now often means expensive later. Next up, number 6, the timing objection. Objection number 6 is all about just waiting. A lot of times the customer will say, I just want to wait till next season. As a salesman, you can respond, I hear that a lot, but waiting usually costs more. Material prices rise every year, and small leaks turn into major damage after a winter. By getting it done now, you protect your home and you lock in that current pricing. Plus, we'll schedule the install around what works best for you. This was about urgency without pressure. You're not saying buy today or else. You're calmly showing cause and effect. People respect logic over pressure. Keep in mind that your tone is a big thing here. You don't want to come off as pushy. That's what moves them from later to let's go ahead and do it. Next up, number 7, the trust objection. That's your trust issues. A customer may say, I've heard horror stories about contractors. How do I know I can trust you? As a salesman, you can respond, you're right. There are bad roofers out there. That's exactly why we built Roofing Solutions NC the way that we did. We show every photo, every material, every step of your project. We're fully insured, certified, and backed by hundreds of verified local reviews. We don't just want your business. We want to earn your trust. This is an integrity moment. Homeowners aren't just buying a roof, they're buying peace of mind. And transparency is your superpower. When you lead with honesty and proof, photos, reviews, and credentials, you remove fear. And when fear is gone, buying gets easy. Number 8, the spouse or partner objection. This is the decision maker delay. The customer may say, I need to talk to my spouse before deciding. As a salesman, your perfect response is, that's totally fair. This is definitely a joint decision. Let's make it simple. I can schedule a quick follow-up when you're both home. That way you both get the same information and you can ask questions directly to me. It saves time and it makes sure everybody's on the same page. You're respecting the relationship here. Never pressure one partner to decide without the other. It always backfires. Offer a convenient way to talk again. When you show respect for their process, you strengthen your credibility. Next, number 9, I don't see any damage objection. My roof looks fine, right? I don't see any damage. I think it's fine. We can just hold off. Sales response here would be, that's common. Most roof damage isn't visible from the ground. Wind lift, hail bruising, granule loss, all this can look minor, but it can cause major issues later. That's why our inspection includes photos, no guessing, no pressure. If your roof truly doesn't need work, I'll tell you straight. But if it does, you'll have proof in front of you before you make any decision. Education always wins here. You're showing that you're not afraid to tell the truth, even if it means no sale. That honestly builds long-term trust and referrals. Customers remember when you were honest and you weren't just trying to make a sale. Lastly, number 10, I'm just not ready yet. Customer will come to you and say, hey, look, I'm just not ready to move forward yet. Your response could be, that's okay. Most people feel that way at first, but waiting doesn't make the roof any better. It just adds risk. My job isn't to push you, it's to make you understand what's at stake. Once you've seen the inspection, the estimate, and the warranty, you'll see why homeowners choose Roofing Solutions. Let's take care of your home before the next storm does. That's a perfect response here. You want to end on empathy and logic. You're giving permission to pause, but you're also anchoring them to reality. Roofs don't fix themselves. The balance of calm confidence and factual urgency is what closes deals without pressure. In closing, handling objections is tough. You can't look at them like objections. They're just questions that are unanswered. When you respond with confidence, empathy, and clarity, you win trust, not just transactions. At Roofing Solutions, we don't sell roofs. We sell systems. We protect homes, families, and we give peace of mind. So next time you hear a no, remember, it's just a not yet. Handle it with professionalism, and that not yet becomes a yes. Thank you guys for hanging in there and handling these objections.